What really happened behind this shocking decision? Is this just an ordinary promotional strategy, or is there a deeper hidden reason? The shocking news is shaking BTS fans around the world. Jungkook and V, two BTS members who are known to be very close, were suddenly no longer seen in projects or activities together. Rumors spread quickly, and the most electrifying? HYBE was accused of deliberately separating the two. Speculation began to grow wild when a post from an unnamed inside source stated that this separation was a decision on the part of management. That said, HYBE is putting together a completely separate solo promotion strategy for the two in order to strengthen their respective images. But a lot of fans just can't take it for granted. Moreover, a few days ago, an old video showing the closeness of Jungkook and V went viral on social media. In the video, they appear to support each other, laugh, and share sincere moments. The ARMY also compared the warm moment with the current conditions that were cold and much different. Many feel lost. On the other hand, the HYBE itself has not given an official statement regarding this issue. Their silence only reinforced the public's suspicion that something was being hidden. Either this is part of a big plan, or a decision that can actually cause emotional distance between the idol and his fans. Clearly, the ARMY is not standing still. They continue to monitor, send open letters, and even make petitions so that the warm relationship between Taehyung and Jungkook is not sacrificed for the sake of business alone. For them, being together is not just a fan service, but an important part of BTS's story that has formed an emotional bond over the years. This tension was further heightened when a longtime staffer who had been involved in BTS projects anonymously leaked that Taehyung and Jungkook's relationship was actually still very good behind the scenes. However, he also hinted that there was a career direction intervention on the part of the agency that required them to keep their distance in front of the public. The decision did not come from them, but from above. For the sake of positioning and developing each other's brand image, said the source, as quoted from an international fan forum that was immediately flooded with comments full of anger and disappointment. Fans are starting to recall the days when Taehyung and Jungkook's closeness was a major force shaping BTS's image as a group that is not only professional, but also human and loving to each other. They are not just working partners on stage, but friends who understand and support each other, even in the most difficult times. But now that smile is no longer visible, short interactions are increasingly rare. Even in concerts or individual live broadcasts, the names of each other are very rarely mentioned. It's like an invisible wall being built. And this is what makes the ARMY cry in silence. If they are happy, we are happy. But if this is all because of pressure or manipulation, we can't stay silent, said a Korean fan in a live community broadcast. Even more painful, the moment of separation of conscripts, which should be a point full of emotions, even took place without the presence of each other in public. Many hope that, at least during such meaningful moments, they can show that their friendship remains strong. But reality is not on their side. Now, amid the onslaught of solo projects and sweet statements that feel calculated, ARMY can only wonder, how long will HYBE be silent? And will Taehyung and Jungkook remain silent for the sake of professionalism? One thing never changes. ARMY's love remains intact for both. But behind that love, now begins to grow a sense of fear. Fear of missing the moments of honest, sincere relationship and togetherness that once made BTS feel so real. While HYBE still chooses silence, the fans continue to dig for evidence and look for hidden signs of their idol's every move. Even snippets of old videos, small gestures in live streams, or facial expressions when asked about other members are now carefully analyzed. ARMY is like putting together a big puzzle of togetherness that slowly feels cracked. Some fans speculate that the pressure of Korea's highly competitive entertainment industry could be the main reason. Solo promotion with the image of each of them is considered more profitable financially. In that scenario, the personal closeness between the members, especially those as intense as Jungkook and Taehyung, is considered to have the potential to blur the brand differentiation that is being built. However, this theory actually caused new injuries among fans, because they feel BTS is not formed from individual images that are neatly curated by the company. BTS became big precisely because of their authenticity, because laughter is not set, because hugs are not made for the camera, tears that are never forced. And now, when those moments seem to be deliberately erased, trust begins to be scratched. What makes the heart even more poignant is the fact that Taehyung and Jungkook are speechless. In a world governed by contracts, exclusive agreements, and strict management, their voices are silenced. They can only signal through the gaze, through the choice of song, or through silence. Some fans believe the signal has already been given. When Taehyung uploaded a sad song without context, when Jungkook stared blankly at the camera in the live broadcast, as if he wanted to say something but couldn't. For the ARMY, who had been following them for years, these little things were no coincidence. It is a silent language that can only be understood by those who really care. However, will the vote be strong enough to change the decision of a company as big as HYBE? Or will it be silenced slowly with empty promises and curated content to distract? In the midst of all these questions, the ARMY continues to hope that one day, Jungkook and Taehyung will again appear together, without pressure, without a script, without distance. Just the two of them like old times. Laugh, tease each other, and show the world that true friendship cannot be separated by anyone, even the most powerful system.